Hello everyone, we would like to share today our understanding and realizations after the series of conferences on the topic limitation of capital and the creative economy. For example, last one, limitation of capital answers and questions conference, it was important because it's clarified and make it more understandable all these steps which we need to implement in order to come to our creative society. And after understanding this simple first step, limitation of capital, everything becomes logical, because if a person stops gaining and stops, how to say?
When a person stops putting his attention into the material, it means when the focus goes to life, when the focus goes to love, there's no sense in making over $10 million, right? Because when person would be able to spend it,
it becomes understandable that it's enough for you to gain such amount of money which will be enough for your existence, your and your family, and everything else can be spent on the benefit of society. And
I understand that everything is actually very simple. If the development of our society would change from material, as we now can see, to the spiritual, this question will never arise again, because we would understand what is the main goal, main objective of a human, and this is to achieve life, right? But not life as it is understand now, that we have to just live to earn money, to go and buy everything which is actually imposed on us, right? If it's a house, if it's an expensive car, or a bike, or anything else, simply there would be the true reason, the true objective of a human life would be in spiritual development, in reaching the life, right? So that means that I see that everything is very nicely connected here, because when a person has his true objective, which is his spiritual development, you don't anymore need to think about money. You don't need to think anymore about if you would live a good life or not. You simply live by inner. You put all your attention there because you understand that this is the most important thing that you can have. And if everyone would just understand this, all the problems what we actually have in nowadays would just disappear.
And here we come to the root, the essence, the origin, from where it all begins, our creative society, from understanding of every person, the meaning of his life, why he lives here. When he understands that none of the material won't bring him happiness, when he understands his true meaning and his true essence, he starts to put his attention, time and efforts in self-development. First of all, it's spiritual development. Then all these topics, all these problems which we discuss, they will disappear, there just won't be any difficulties and no questions why we have poor and really rich people. We won't have such a huge difference between status of people. And before, my consciousness told me that we actually, our movement speaks a lot about these problems, but actually what we don't do anything in practice. We just only talk about this. And I understand that it's first step. The fact that we start to speak about it and reveal such topics and try to spread it like to all over the world, so people would understand that they are capable to change this format of consumer society which we have now, that they are capable to take responsibility on themselves and not to give it to politicians and so on. Because people usually just say that we live in such a world that I don't like this, I don't like that, the politicians like only like take money on their pocket and don't do actually.
They simply only complain, right?
But we need to reveal such topics, and if we all gather together and we all start acting together in this direction, we actually can change a lot.
We can change it all. That's what we want to say. We really can bring the change. It doesn't have to be only a dream. This can happen tomorrow, guys. Imagine tomorrow the system you know can change, just like this. And it is not anymore the dream, because if you just take a look how the ALLATRA movement is actually growing, it's every day new people are being awakened and understand that this simple truth which is given in the books truly make a person free from all this material illusion, and gives him a great opportunity to become alive, to reach this main human goal, which lays into developing love towards God, love towards everything which exists. And you can't just sit, with this great joy you have, you want to share with everyone. And this is the most beautiful thing that a man can really reach in his life. Love and freedom.
And several years ago, when I firstly read the book ALLATRA and other books, I was thinking that all that it's written there, it is really nice. It would be really great if we would have such a society and so on. But I was thinking like, it's how we can achieve it. It's so hard. I don't even know from where to start. But now we see in examples, now we already know from where to start, and we already start doing it, start to act. And when you listen to the conferences on creative economy, you realize how it's really simple, how every one of us can actually do something. And before I also thought, like in one of live vlogs, Antonina from Germany shared that you thought that economy doesn't concern you, that it's something relating to banks and account and something so difficult, but actually it concerns every human, because every one of us is consuming something. We all go for the groceries, we all buy something, we earn and spend money, so it's already concerned us. We already involved in this world economy. And these games of professionals, these conferences, like revealed this understanding that it's really simple and how we can achieve this kind of society. And now it's important to do all our best, so as much as possible people would know about it, so to spread the information, so every person would know that it's really simple, and we can do it, but we can do it only together, when we all like join our hands and start acting.
Thank you very much for seeing our first live vlog, and we would just like to invite you to do as well live vlogs, because it's a wonderful way how we can express our opinions and discuss or just put out the ideas that we have. Thank you guys.
All those who haven't seen conferences on economics and all other conferences which are implemented on the platform of ALLATRA International Public Movement, we invite you to watch it, to participate in it, because it's all open and everyone can join us.